Glamour Shots is a photography studio chain that opened in 1988.
Can you get the perfect gift for any occasion just by calling Glamour Shots? Yes, you can! Glamour Shots! This year, give your friends and family the perfect gift. You! Because Glamour Shots makes you look your best, a Glamour Shots portrait is the perfect gift. Best of all, they'll love it as much as you do. So why shop around? Call Glamour Shots today.
The next 15 callers will receive their complete session for $19.95. That's 50% off the regular price. Call now.
The first Glamour Shots locations were opened in Dallas and Houston, Texas in October of 1988 by Jack Counts Jr. Counts developed an interest in photography while a student at the University of Oklahoma. He employed photographers to photograph school parties and was able to corner the market on both processing and ordering of the photos. Thus was born his first retail venture, Party Pics. He opened Candid Color Systems, Inc., the color photo finishing business in 1972 to process Party Pics photos. Counts opened 2 Glamour Shot locations in Dallas and Houston in October of 1988. Glamour Shots provided portraits with a twist. The process includes a complimentary makeover and hairstyling, use of props, wraps, and accessories to create 4 different looks. The studio provided a professional photo session with 12 to 15 poses and immediate viewing of color proofs. Packages range from $19.95 to $29.95 and up. Counts opened a 10,000 square foot processing plant. The company used airborne overnight mail to get the proofs to the plant. The turnaround time was 7 to 10 days. The stores were also connected with the plant by computer so they could transmit orders immediately, with film arriving the next day. If this process seems like a long time compared to the instant pictures we can do on our phones, it wasn't. In fact, it was considered pretty quick by 1980s and 90s standards. Glamour Shots seemed to be ahead of its time, at least for the late 80s and early 90s. The store used a video proof process designed by Counts that allowed instant viewing of the shots in the store. If they didn't work out, they could be reshot, kind of like an LCD screen on your digital camera or scrolling through your phone now. The company grew fast, and at its mid-1990s peak, the portrait studio had more than 350 stores, with licensees in Venezuela, Japan, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia. In a 1991 article, when there was about 70 locations, licensed owners of Glamour Shots owned about half the stores. The rest had Counts as owner or part owner. All the stores had to use Counts' processing plant. The photographers shot only from the waist up. They used camera filters that smoothed out wrinkles and blemishes. After the photo session, customers viewed their pictures on a video screen. A glamour shot was not subtle. The makeovers were about big hair, doused in spray, and heavy amounts of foundation, powder, and blush, intended to make the customers, almost always women, feel like they were preparing for the runway. For the photos, women picked 4 outfits from an assortment of jackets, wraps, furs, bustiers, and dresses. Sequins were practically mandatory. Ads with before and after photos landed in almost every local newspaper. Olympic figure skater and 1990s icon Tonya Harding visited a studio in her Oregon hometown multiple times. In 1996, Glamour Shots was seeing $100 million in sales and had 6,000 employees. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, fashion trends started to change. Gone were the big hair and the feathered boas. Photo studios in general remained stable, but many of the 350 Glamour Shots stores folded by the end of the 20th century, unable to escape their association with the outdated style. The remaining stores wilted in failing malls that charged steep rents. Then Apple and Samsung equipped every cell phone with a quality camera. By 2014, with 30 to 40 stores left, a popular Groupon promotion provided a fleeting burst of new customers before technology almost completely wiped out Glamour Shots altogether. Glamour Shots had 5 locations by 2019. The Glamour Shots that we all grew up with looks nothing like the Glamour Shots of today. I recently visited their site, just for research purposes. No, really, seriously. Really? No, never mind. The pictures they take now look nothing like the iconic poses they took in the 1980s and 1990s. In fact, there are only 2 locations left in the whole country, one in New Jersey at the Freehold Raceway Mall, and one in Texas in El Paso at 9515 Gateway West. In 90s pop culture, Glamour Shots gave women of all ages the opportunity to get a makeover and strike a pose without having to travel far or spend a ton of cash. The popular stores were usually located in shopping malls, but sadly, they're almost all gone now, except in our memories. So what are some of your favorite memories of this place? Leave a comment or a suggestion for a future video below. Be sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching.